Hi guys, welcome back to Chess to Matthew. So on this video, I will show you on how to win in the CLEMENZ opening in just 8 moves. So the set opening start with the first move at h3, and here my opponent plays the move d5, tries to control the center with his pawn and opening some lines for his bishop. And here I develop my knight to f3. So we shall see that after knight to f3, it controls now the d4 and e5 square on the center. So here my opponent boss the control in the center with c5, with idea of controlling the d4 with his c5 pawn on this position. So here I play a sacrifice move with the move e4, trying to ruin his center with this undefended pawn move on e4, because the black here can capture that pawn and take some material advantage. So here my opponent plays the move d takes e5, and here after d takes e5 it attacks now our knight on f3. So I play the move knight to g5 with the idea of attacking his undefended pawn on e4 and also regaining our defensive pawn that we sacrificed on the e4. But here my opponent plays the move knight to f6, defending the pawn with his knight, and here I play the move bishop b5, giving a check on the black's king and also preparing to castling in the future, because we can now castle on the king side because we already developed our pieces on the king side. So here after bishop b5 check, my opponent here plays the move knight b to d7, blocking the check from our bishop on b5, so there's no check now. So here I tries to regain our deposit pawn on e4 with the move queen to e2, because after queen to e2 we have now 2 attackers versus 1 defender. So here my opponent think for a while and tries to defend his pawn, but rather tries to counter some attack with the move a6. The idea of a6 is to attack our bishop on b5, in which the pawn is equal to 1 while our bishop is equal to 3 pawns. So it's up for me if I save my bishop. But here I rather choose the move knight takes to e4, trying to regain our deficit pawn on e4. And here my opponent blundered the move with the move a takes b5, taking on account that winning a piece on this position, but his king now is in danger after the move knight d6 check. So the check on the knight has no cover. The king cannot escape. So the only thing that he can do in this position is to capture the checking pieces, but he cannot do that because we have queen. His pawn was now pinned on the e7 to take a capture to the checking pieces. So there's no check, there's no cover, there's no capture, so it's already checkmate in just 8 moves. So going back, for example, after the move knight takes e4, the best move here for black is to capture our knight on e4 rather than taking our bishop on b5, because after knight takes e4 there is just bishop takes d7 check, and after capture bishop takes d7, queen takes e4, bishop c6, attacking our queen, and also the g2 pawn. And for example, after queen a3, bishop takes, rook move attacking the bishop, and after for example bishop c6 and queen takes c5, although the material here is balanced, but the black here has a slight advantage because he has 2 bishop pair and only have 2 islands versus our pawn structure that weakens on this position. So just a recap, in just 8 moves I win in the CLEMENZ opening from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe.